Hello, this is a Bitcoin price forecast and a trade idea. I think this is a good spot for the bears. Right now, Bitcoin is at about 51,615 US dollars. And previously, it has broken out of this big green bull flag, which is quite bullish. A few retests, another retest, and now it's at a double resistance. We've got this resistance over here, this red line drawn, one touch point, second, three, and now it's coming to a fourth. And we've also got, more importantly, this orange channel starting at this low in November 2022. And we've got another touch point here, another one here, another one here, here at the top one, another here too, and this is the third. So right now we are looking at a bearish bias. Now I will say that on my last forecast of Bitcoin, I was wrong, and I think if you look at the USD JPY and if you look at my forecast of NASDAQ breaking over 18,000 and the last Bitcoin one, those were right. The last Bitcoin one was wrong. That's why we also have stops. And that's why also here I'll still be going for a bearish trade. And of course, we always have to have a stop because no one's ever right all the time. This time, my stop will be just above the 54,300. Okay, so let's put it above here. And for those that this is currently, quite a big, uh, um, quite a big stop for some. And as I've been saying, you can size your positions accordingly to make it worthwhile. We don't want to work with short stops. We want to see that our reward versus risk is legitimate. So our first partial profit, take profit, will be with quite a low reward versus risk at a 1.32 reward versus risk. So this is, and then the target is at right over here, 48 to 46. So betting that the price will drop to below 50. And actually, it's even worse than 1.32 because we have to, let's say that the price for the entry will be. I mean, usually I never take it at exact the price. I always go a bit above, but for the sake of it, we'll just do it now at 51,550. And in this case, the reward versus risk is not good enough, so I will need to get closer. My red line is that orange line of 54,300. I put it a little bit too much above, but my minimum has to be, even for the partial profit, has to be a 1. Okay, here it says 103. So it means that I need to lower my stop. And here I will take, this is not a great trade if I was taking all of it out then, but I will be taking partial profit between a third and a half. My second target is going to be closer to this mid channel, and over here closer to the 42,700. And let's do it just over here with some spare. Okay, so and then I have a 2.3 reward versus risk. So if I take the previous one and the current 2.31, the average for that is 1.65 because 2.3 plus 1 is 3.3 divided by 2. If I take half of my position out here at when I'm getting a one for one, and half of it I'm taking here where I'm getting 2.3, then I'm getting a 3.3 divided by 2, 1.65 to 1. That's already a legit trade because it's above 1.5, and this shows you some orientation. Now, uh, I could also take a third off at the first and a third off here, and then go for a retest because I believe that this greater channel that we saw before will be retested again. And then you can go for something like this. We'll have to see exactly where it hits there. That if it hits there, that's already a 25% down from the current price. So that's quite a big drop. And for those that are not trading, and then I have, by the way, another 4 point, and that increases my reward versus risk quite significantly, even if I take just a third off there. Now, for those holding Bitcoin, and not doing all these trades with these trade ideas that give some orientation and teaching for how to trade, then I would definitely be mitigating my risk and selling some of my longs. Okay, sell some. Okay, because again, we're not at a good. We are at a spot where we might have a bad reward versus risk for keeping that long without mitigating that risk. Okay, so that's a lot of you are just either holding or thinking about buying Bitcoin and not trading. I wouldn't do that now. Okay, I would actually wait. Maybe it doesn't fill, and that's fine. That's part of the risk. But I think that Bitcoin will go back to that 38, 39,000. Okay, and then we'll have to check out, follow Forex Live for additional views. This is only my opinion. Trade only at your own risk, and see you back at Forex Live.